November 8th, 2021, at around 3:40 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to the 3800 block of Fairmount after hearing multiple gunshots in the area. When they got there, they found 16-year-old Bossel Garrison, or Baz, laid out in the street, unresponsive.
Bro, all I keep hearing is 16, 16, 16, bro. But y'all dudes that young, and y'all just want to be in the street. Like, bro, at 16, though, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's all I've been hearing this entire video so far, bro. It's 16, 16, 16, 16. What's up, Cash Gang? It's your boy Cash Denzel, man. Back with a video for y'all boys, man. For the right to the crazy story of Quilly gang. I don't know what gang that is. It probably might be from Chicago, but we finna see what's going on with y'all boys. Hope y'all boys enjoying y'all weekend, man. Let's get right.
Ended with most of them either dead or locked in cages, facing football numbers. This is the sad, untold story of Quilly gang, a crew that had the city behind them until it all came crashing down. While most Quilly gang members, also known as the Clappers, who have some members that are a part of CCK, are based out of 7th Street and 27th Street in South Philly, a few key members actually come from the Mantua section of West Philly, which also happens to be where YBC is based. The most notable names tied to Quilly gang include Sonny Goon, Lil Ka, Honcho, Deke Loco, Quilly, Lil Air.
Lil what? Lil Ka? The nigga name is Lil Ka, like the Ka?
And Booga. There are many more members connected to the crew, but these are the ones who've made the most noise and gained the most recognition in the streets. They started off as a group of young teens from Philly doing what any Philly teens would usually do, going to parties, messing with girls, and getting into little fights here and there. But things spiraled out of control when Kaylin Johnson, or K3, was accidentally shot and killed by people who Quilly gang once seen as friends. On July 21st, 2021, Philadelphia police officers responded to the 200 block of North 56th Street in West Philly after multiple 911 calls reported gunfire in broad daylight.
Developing right now, 2 teens were killed and a third was hurt in a triple shooting this afternoon on the 200 block of North 56th Street in West Philadelphia. Police say the teens who were killed were both 15.
15 years
males
old.
Were shot multiple times in the torso, and a 16-year-old was shot once in the shoulder. He is in stable condition. No arrests have been made.
15 years old.
It was just after 12 p.m. when officers from the 19th District arrived on scene and found a blue Hyundai Elantra running in the street, riddled with bullet holes. Inside the vehicle was 16-year-old Kaylin Jihad Johnson, known as KJ or K3, slumped in the driver's seat, bleeding from multiple gunshot wounds to the face and chest and stomach. Not far from the car, 18-year-old Tommy Frazier, known as Snipe, was found lying in the road. He had also been shot several times in the chest and stomach. Both victims were still breathing when police arrived. Kaylin was rushed to Penn Presbyterian in a patrol car. Tommy followed by ambulance, but within hours, both were pronounced dead. A third teen, another 16-year-old boy, was also struck in the shoulder during the same shooting. He survived and was taken to Lankenau Hospital in stable condition. On that day, members of YBC spotted 2 dudes from O to the 4, people who had been trash-talking them heavy online. After the 2 hopped into KJ's car, the YBC members tailed them through West Philly. Once they stopped at a red light, the YBC jumped out and opened fire, but the O to the 4 members ran. So instead, they turned the guns on whoever was still in the car. That's when K3 and Snipe got hit. Neither of them had anything to do with the original beef. They both were from 56th Street. After the murders, YBC tried to apologize to 56th Street, claiming K3 and Snipe weren't the targets, but the apology didn't mean anything to them. 56th Street told YBC...
What you mean you tried to apologize, bro? Talking about they was not the target. They still got hit, though, brother. Doesn't matter if they were the target or not. They still got shot.
Straight up, they wanted revenge. That moment set everything off. The 56th Street Clappers teamed up with O to the 4, aka the Campers, and Quilly Gang, or the South Philly Clappers with a K. That's when CCK was formed, and from that point forward, they were at war with YBC. The South Philly Clappers members who did not go by Quilly Gang yet were really close with K3, and they also wanted revenge for his murder. On November 8th of 2021, they would get exactly what they were looking for. On Monday, November 8th, 2021, at around 3:40 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to the 3800 block of Fairmount after hearing multiple gunshots in the area. When they got there, they found 16-year-old Bossel Garrison, or Baz, laid out in the street, unresponsive.
Bro, all I keep hearing is 16, 16, 16, bro. But y'all dudes that young, and y'all just want to be in the street. Like, bro, at 16, though, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's all I've been hearing this entire video so far, bro. It's 16, 16, 16, 16.
Shot multiple times in the chest. The cop threw him in the back of the patrol car and rushed him to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center, but it was too late.
Right.
Bossel was pronounced dead at 3:58 p.m. Another teen, 17 years old, had been shot in the arm and made it to the hospital of the University of Pennsylvania, where he survived.
1 year older, made it better. 17. Bro, go have y'all some fun, bro. Play basketball. What is going on here, bro? It's just like, y'all just, bro, it's like, I don't get this, bro.
And this just into our newsroom. Police are investigating a double shooting in West Philadelphia that killed a teenager. Chopper 3 over the scene this afternoon, where streets were blocked at Westminster and Belmont Avenues. Police tell us a 17 or 18-year-old was killed after getting shot multiple times around 3:30 this afternoon. Officers do not have any information about the second victim just yet.
Bossel had just left school and was waiting at the bus stop when members of Quilly gang, who were known as the Clappers at that time, pulled up and shot him multiple times.
Damn.
Baz was actually from Nineside, a group that YBC were really close with. Baz was apparently dissing K3 after his death, and that's why he was targeted. Deke Loco instantly claimed he was the one who killed Baz, but he was never arrested.
That makes absolutely no sense. How you go dissing somebody, then you feel in your mind, in your head, that you can just go sit by a bus stop and wait for a bus comfortably like you good. Bro, that's not how it works, brother. That's not how this shit works, bro. That's not how it works, brother. I don't know what's up with y'all young kids, bro. Y'all just think in y'all mind that shit can't happen to you. Well, yeah, you think that because you young, bro? Like, you just, like, bro, you're not invincible, bro. You dissing somebody, their homie, they gonna come and get you, bro. That's just common sense. We all know that at this point. So for you to know that if you diss another dude, homie, his brother, whatever, he's gonna want to come after you. Why you think in your mind you could just be lacking? Because you think that niggas is soft and you the most toughest nigga in the world, huh? No, you're not, bro. You're not, bro. Niggas gonna come get you, bro. RP to you, but come on, bro. It's just common sense, though, bro.
He would often make references to the murder in multiple songs.
I kill again, this can't be my smile again. Bro, we gotta drop a word of V, I'm hopping in. Bro, they not your friends if they ain't been by the sand.
Caught him at that bus stop, I got you, man. We don't go for nothing.
After this, things seemed to be going good for them. They had the city's attention and were mainly focused on their music careers. Deke Loco, Lil Ka, and Sonny Goon were the main rappers from their side, and they dropped numerous music videos, even a whole album in the following months. But just when it looked like they were leveling up, tragedy struck once again.
Always.
On Tuesday, June 21st, 2022, at around 11:45 p.m., two brothers, Honcho and Quilly, were driving down the 600 block of Rittner Street in South Philly when their night took a tragic turn.
Driving in a car in South Philadelphia are on the receiving end of gunfire. One of them was killed. Authorities are now hoping someone can come forward with a tip that'll help solve this case. Here is Rick Williams with tonight's Crime Fighters Report.
18-year-old Aquil Foster was a passenger in a car the night of Tuesday, June 21st. At 11:45 p.m., Foster's brother was driving them along the 600 block of Rittner Street in South Philadelphia. That's when police were called for reports of a person with a gun.
Inside the vehicle was one male, who was later identified as Mr. Foster. He was shot.
Medics took him to the hospital where he died at 1:18 a.m. The brother was not injured. At the scene, officers recovered 12 9mm shell casings.
Authorities received reports of a person with a gun in the area, and by the time police arrived, 18-year-old Aquil Ashid Foster, who was in the passenger seat with a gunshot wound to his head. His brother Honcho, the driver, wasn't injured, but Aquil was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Despite the efforts of medics, Aquil was pronounced dead at 1:18 a.m. at the hospital. At the scene, investigators found 12 9mm shell casings scattered on the ground, marking the violence that took his life. No arrests have been made, and police are still urging anyone with information to come forward and help solve the case. What happened that night was not what anybody was expecting. Honcho and his brother, Aquil Quilly Austin, were allegedly driving around 7th Street all day in a tinted car, and nobody knew who was inside. Fearing it was an enemy, a member from 7th Street opened fire on the car. Unfortunately, Aquil, who was in the passenger seat, was hit in the head and died from the gunshot wound. Honcho was from 7th Street, and his brother was from 27th Street. After the tragedy, 7th Street members apologized to Honcho for the mistaken identity and his brother's death. In honor of Quill, both 7th Street and 27th Street began going by Quilly Gang, a tribute to the brotherhood and the loss they shared.
You think you can apologize to somebody for unaliving one of their peoples, bro? His brother? They homies? Bro, you crazy, bro. It's wartime, bro. I mean, you like apologize. Y'all ain't fought and somebody got cut or something when they had a mouth for the wrong person, bro. I thought, no, somebody died, bro.
After the tragedy, Quilly Gang kept pushing forward with their music career, making tribute songs to honor Quill and keep his memory alive. But despite their efforts to stay focused on their craft, things only got worse.
Sure.
On October 11, 2022, at around 12 a.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to reports of gunfire near South 8th and Winston Streets in South Philadelphia. When they arrived on scene, they learned that a man and a woman had already been rushed by private vehicle to Jefferson Methodist Hospital, both suffering from gunshot wounds. Their exact conditions weren't immediately released to the public, and police quickly secured the area as they began searching for suspects and trying to piece together what led to the shooting.
Also breaking overnight, a shooting in South Philadelphia. According to police, a man and woman were shot just after midnight near South 8th and Winton Streets. Both were dropped off at Methodist Hospital. No word on their condition. Police are searching for suspects and a motive.
This wasn't a random act of violence. Hours earlier, Quilly Gang members had gotten word that YBC Duel and his associates were hanging out at an Airbnb. They pulled up to the location and opened fire, which led to the 2 victims inside the Airbnb getting hit during the barrage of bullets. The situation caught the attention of law enforcement and set off a major response. The next day, Lil Ka and Lil Air were arrested in connection to the shooting. Interestingly, YBC Duel was also taken into custody the night of the shooting, but not for the gunfire. When officers arrived at the Airbnb, they allegedly found Duel in possession of a suitcase filled with illegal substances, leading to separate charges. The violence calmed down for a while until Quilly Gang lost another prominent member. On July 26, 2023, at around 7:10 p.m., Philadelphia police responded to the 900 block of South 17th Street for multiple reports of gunshots. When they arrived, they located 18-year-old Sadiq Dove, or Deke Loco. Deke was walking along the 900 block of South 17th Street with a group, including a youth counselor, after playing basketball at the YMCA.
That's crazy.
Without warning, a gray Dodge Durango pulled up, and 3 men jumped out, armed and ready to shoot. The attackers, one with a high-powered rifle and the others with handguns, opened fire on Deke, targeting him specifically, even continuing to shoot after he had fallen.
Damn.
The ambush was caught on surveillance video, showing bystanders fleeing for safety, including a man and woman pushing a child in a stroller.
Nah.
As the shots heard around Graduate Hospital, this family with the stroller
Bro, you know how
run.
scary that gotta be, bro? You're walking with your newborn baby and this happens, bro. Like, bro, shit like that. That's why, bro. Like, shit like that make you just look at life totally different type of way, bro. Like, God, like, damn, bro. Like, what are we, like, what's going on, bro? And it all comes with the system, bro. The system don't really care, bro. That's what everybody failed to realize, bro. The system don't really care about us, bro. And the system cared about us, bro. A lot of this would not be going on, bro. Feel me? So, y'all know what I mean, bro. I gotta get too much into details, but y'all know what I mean. The system don't give no fucks about us, bro.
For cover.
They love when we doing this to each other, bro. When another black man taking another black man alive, they don't care about that, bro. They love that.
Of the bullets, an 18-year-old police say was walking down the street with at least 5 other people, including a youth counselor. The teen ambushed at the intersection of 17th and Christian Streets just after 7 p.m. Police say the whole thing was captured on surveillance video.
3 males, shooters, were armed with guns, one with what appeared to be a high-powered rifle and 2 with handguns. All 3 fired at the decedent, striking him multiple times. It appears even after he was down that they continued firing.
Damn.
Police say no one else was injured. A targeted shooting where investigators marked at least 30 evidence markers. Police say the 18-year-old died a short time later at the hospital.
Working out, I was about to do my next thing, and then one of the guys that worked, they just said, hey, we got to close up, there's an emergency, and then get home safe.
The shooting caused the abrupt closure of nearby YMCA and shocked neighbors as they returned home from work.
It's just very concerning. You don't ever think it's going to happen on your block, and sure enough, there's like this poor victim right outside my home.
Tonight, police are looking for the shooters who drove off in that Dodge Durango and the possible connection to another shooting a short time later on Napa Street. A home was shot 6 times. No one else was hurt.
Despite efforts to save him, Deke was rushed to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 7:44 p.m. The violent nature of the attack, with more than 20 shots fired, shocked the community. No one else was injured, but the incident left the nearby YMCA shaken, forcing it to close early. Police believe the attack was targeted, though they haven't yet determined the exact motive. The three shooters are described as young men, aged 18 to 25, and were dressed in dark clothing, with one wearing what appeared to be kitchen gloves. Investigators are combing through social media posts and other evidence to identify the suspects. The gunman, possibly gang-affiliated, fled the scene in the same vehicle, which was last seen speeding away. No weapons were recovered, and police are continuing to search for the suspects involved in this senseless shooting. Deke Loco was from 27th. After his murder, Sadiq Dove's friends took to social media, posting multiple tributes in his honor. Among them was Honcho, who was especially close to Dove. Honcho flooded his social media with heartfelt messages, expressing his grief and loss. One post, however, stood out from the rest. In a shocking statement, Honcho claimed that Deke, before his death, had been responsible for killing 4 people. "You caught a quadruple Drench? How the f you let them niggas get up with you?" Honcho wrote in an Instagram post. Drench was one of Deke's nicknames. Honcho's post seemed to suggest that Dove was involved in a much darker world, one that might have contributed to his untimely demise. Multiple gangs would go on to claim responsibility for Deke's death, each trying to assert their dominance and send a message. One of the groups were the 5th Street Senders, who had been in an ongoing beef with Quilly gang for years. The Senders quickly took credit for the murder, possibly to provoke their rivals. However, Quilly gang, knowing the true story, understood that the Senders were not responsible for Deke's death. The group who actually did it had their own beef with the Senders, so the accusation was out of place. But that didn't stop Honcho from lashing out at the Senders. Despite knowing the truth, Honcho's grief over Deke's murder and the deep-seated hatred he felt for the Senders led him to target them anyway. Shortly after that incident, Sonny Goon dropped his breakout track Start Ya Day, a raw and catchy anthem that quickly went viral across Philly. The song racked up over 1.7 million views and became a street favorite, solidifying Sonny's presence in the underground drill scene. But while the music was taking off, the streets didn't cool down. The beef was still active, and the violence picked right back up. On August 24th, 2023, at around 5:30 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to reports of gunfire in the courtyard along the 300 block of Montrose Street. When they arrived, they found 2 19-year-old men who had been shot. One of the victims, later identified as Kyer Ladson or Puda, was critically wounded, having been shot multiple times, including 3 times in the head, 3 times in the shoulder.
3 times in the head, 3 times in the shoulder. What the hell? What are you talking about?
Once in the back and once in the leg. He was rushed to the hospital where was pronounced dead at 6:09 p.m. The second victim, also a 19-year-old man, was shot in the leg and was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police recovered over 75 spent shell casings at the scene, indicating the use of multiple firearms. Bullets had also struck nearby cars and homes, some of which had children inside, though no other injuries were reported. The motive for the shooting remains unclear.
Shots fired in this Queen Village neighborhood at 3rd and Montrose Street around 5:30 Thursday night. A 19-year-old man shot and killed, while another 19-year-old was shot and injured.
It's a pretty large scene.
Man, y'all Philly police, y'all doing a very poor job. Y'all doing a poor job, bro, because these niggas just doing shit and seem to be getting away with certain shit, bro. And it's just back to back to back to back to back like a damn Drake song, man. Y'all poor, bro. I'm sorry.
We have
I'm in the
over
laugh. I ain't laughing at
75
what's going
spent
on.
shell.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at how the system is, bro.
So we know over 75 shots were fired by what appears to be at least 2 separate caliber weapons.
Police say bullets pierced through nearby cars and homes with children inside. Police believe the man killed was targeted.
The fact that the 19-year-old that died was hit multiple times by gunfire, at least 3 to the shoulder, at least 1 time in the back and 1 time in the leg, we believe he may have been the intended target.
Yeah, well, duh.
So I'll tell you right now that police do not have a motive.
Honcho wasted no time after the murder of Puda, who was from the 5th Street Senders. He immediately took to social media, making it clear that the killing was a direct response to the disses coming from the Senders toward his friend Deke. Honcho didn't hold back, publicly claiming responsibility for the hit, stating that he took out Puda because of the disrespect Deke had received from the 5th Street Senders.
What the fuck? I killed your man for Luke. He booga gang. Hey, yo,
The police don't gotta do nothing when it comes to y'all little niggas, boy. I swear to God, bro. Y'all are the dumbest little niggas, bro. Oh my God, this generation, bro. Like this don't make no. The first thing you came on live and said, I killed your mans. Thank you for the evidence. Case solved. The case is, anytime you get booked, so you're done, bro. Your case is over with, bro. You opened your mouth. Anything that they connect you with, a murder, robbery, they're gonna go back to this video. Because I don't understand why y'all think that the cops, like, what do y'all think? Cops are robots? Bro, cops are human beings just like me and you, bro. Them niggas online scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram, on YouTube, watching videos just like this. Yeah, they cops, they gotta do their jobs when they're on the goddamn shift. When they gotta, feel me? When they're on the goddamn schedule and the goddamn shift that they gotta do their job. But when they're at home, bro, these people is regular human beings like me and you doing it, just like rappers, just like the actors, all that, bro. Them niggas are regular human beings, bro. Just got some money on and some and clout, bro. Why you think that they're not gonna see this, bro? Social media, bro. You gotta take this shit away, bro. This shit done fried y'all niggas' brains, bro. Y'all don't do this shit for like really doing this shit for like to get back for y'all brothers and whatever, like, for me, however y'all feel. Y'all really just doing this shit just to like come on here to seem tough and let the world know that y'all did something, bro, to go to jail. But congratulations, bro. I hope you enjoyed the little box that they give you in the jail cell, and you waking up to bum ass food. You ain't getting no ass. You ain't getting no money. If that's the life you want to live, go ahead and live it, bro.
when fucking Puda K died, niggas slid 10 minutes later. This is how we came. 10 minutes later. We don't go on YouTube. They said the fastest get back in history. We had you in a Chinese store bitching. When fucking Puda K died, niggas. What the fuck? I killed your man for Luke. He booga gang. Hey, yo, you saw when fucking Puda K died, niggas slid 10 minutes later. This is how we came. 10 minutes later. We don't go on YouTube. They said the fastest get back in history. We had you in a Chinese store bitching.
That's crazy.
The tension between Quilly gang and the 5th Street senders escalated quickly. Later the same day, the senders retaliated, taking out a 38-year-old 7th Street member named Dupe. They were aiming for Honcho, still furious over the loss of Puda, and had tracked him down on 7th Street. But as the gunfire erupted, Honcho managed to sprint into a nearby store for cover. In the chaos, Dupe, who was just caught in the crossfire, was fatally shot. After Dupe's death, things seemed to settle down for a short time, until things got worse for Quilly gang. On Thursday, December 7th, 2023, at around 8:25 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to the intersection of 29th and Clearfield Streets in North Philadelphia after receiving reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they found 22-year-old Zaire Stafford, or Booga, who was the blood brother of Sonny Goon, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to the head and body. Officers rushed him to Temple University Hospital, but he was pronounced dead less than 20 minutes later, at 8:41 p.m. At the scene, investigators recovered a firearm and a McDonald's hat lying near Zaire. That detail led police to a nearby McDonald's blocks away on Allegheny Avenue, where they confirmed that the victim was indeed an employee. Inspector George Cappy stated that preliminary information.
Again, why are you in beef with niggas and you feel you can go work at McDonald's? Why? That don't make no sense. You chose your path. The only way you could possibly get out of it by moving completely out the motherfucking state to another one and lay low. But why you think you could be beefing with people and you could be, y'all niggas really think that y'all are untouchable? That is crazy, bro. You cannot be a street dude and you think in your mind that you're untouchable. You're not in the streets for real, bro. If you think that, real street niggas know they can come anytime. That's why real street niggas stay alive 9 out of 10. They stay alive for a little minute because they know how to move, bro. They know that their life is on the edge. Their life is on a string, like a little small string that's dangling their life on a string, bro. They don't know if they're gonna make it home today or not, bro, because they ain't deep beef, bro. Y'all are fake gangsters, bro.
Indicated the man had just
Y'all are
finished
not
a
real
shift at the
gangsters,
fast
bro.
food restaurant before he was
Y'all
gunned
wanna be
down.
doing internet
As of
shit, bro,
now,
for the internet.
no arrests have been made in connection to the killing. The story surrounding Booga's death is another grim chapter in the ongoing feud between Quilly Gang and YBC. According to reports, YBC members learned where Booga worked and, looking for revenge for everything Sonny Goon had done to them, decided to make him pay. They waited outside his job until his shift ended, and when Booga clocked out, they followed him as he walked a few blocks home. It wasn't long before they caught up to him and shot him, leaving him to die. In the aftermath, Booga's name became a frequent topic in YBC Duel's music, where he's constantly dissed. Duel often references the killing in eerie ways, making cryptic comments that suggest he was either directly involved or witnessed the whole thing. Speculation has been rampant that Duel might have been the getaway driver, but so far, no arrests have been made in connection to Booga's murder. The case remains unsolved. Shortly after his brother was killed, Sonny Goon was arrested and charged with unlawful possession of a firearm. The timing hit hard. With one of their most vocal members behind bars and still grieving a major loss, the momentum Quilly Gang had started building took a major hit. The arrest not only removed a rising face from the streets, but also left a gap in leadership and presence, just as tensions were beginning to boil again. A couple months after his initial arrest, Sonny Goon was let out of jail. He put out a collab album with CCK rapper Art Beezy and dropped 2 videos, but his freedom didn't last long.
I'm saying, bro. Y'all Philly police system, y'all failed, bro. A lot of these murders ain't even get solved, bro. That's not crazy about it. Like, they're not putting, like I said, bro, they're not putting no effort to solve. They want these young dudes to kill each other, bro. They come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta understand what's going on, bro. I'm a young nigga, bro, but I know what's going on, bro, for me. I've been around old heads my whole life, bro. I ain't never chill with young niggas, for me. I've been around grown niggas, for me, twice my age, so I know a little one too, bro. Telling y'all, bro, they love when we kill each other, bro.
While on a jail call with Lil Bucks, Sonny accidentally flashed a gun on camera. At first, it seemed like nothing, but once authorities reviewed the call and realized he didn't have a license to carry, it became a serious problem. A warrant was issued almost immediately. He was picked up not long after and thrown right back into custody. Sonny hadn't even been out for 2 full months before the situation landed him back behind bars, putting yet another pause on his rising momentum and keeping more pressure on the already heated streets. While Sonny Goon was locked up, tragedy would strike once again, hitting Quilly Gang hard. On Wednesday, August 7th, 2024, around 9:40 p.m., Philadelphia police officers responded to the 2800 block of North Park Avenue after reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they found 19-year-old Kaider Strickland, or Seven-Side Honcho, lying in the street, unresponsive, suffering from a single gunshot wound to his left shoulder. He was rushed to Temple University Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 10:23 p.m. This was the biggest loss for Quilly Gang and the Clappers since the passing of DeCloco, because he was one of their main shooting and was also rumored to have been responsible for the murder of 4 people. He was also one of the people who kept the gang together. At the scene, no weapon was recovered, and authorities have not made any arrests in connection to the shooting. Police...
You cannot make this up, bro. Yo, Philly, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Continuing their investigation and have urged anyone with information to come forward. A reward of up to $20,000 is being offered for tips that lead to an arrest and conviction.
My full part. That's why I be that's why when niggas be speaking on New York, bro. Bro, y'all don't live in New York, bro. New York police is different. See, y'all police don't care. Over here in New York, they got young niggas. Them niggas love what they do, bro. They don't like it. They love what they do, bro. It's like a thrill for them niggas. Them niggas is a gang over here, bro. It's not like how y'all. I seen a video where in Chicago where some little dudes, little Q50 and them little dudes had the NYP him the Chicago police for me running away from them and shit. New York never. You will never see no New York police running away from nobody. Crazy. Bro, New York is a different place, bro. You gotta live here to understand this shit, bro. So y'all be saying, oh yeah, New York don't be having, because bro, you gotta be tagged, bro, to really catch something in New York, bro. And 9 out of 10, bro, they gonna get you, bro. They gonna get you, bro, because they enjoy what they do. They outside, bro, for real, bro. They outside for real, bro. Y'all stay, they don't care about y'all. Over here, it's a different type of shit, bro. They love locking niggas up. Niggas, like I said. So stop playing. Y'all gotta
The incident remains
bro.
under investigation by the Philadelphia Police Department's homicide unit. Since then, Sonny Goons has been released from jail. He was quickly rearrested within a month for parole violations. Despite the setback, Lil Kyle was released and has continued to focus on his rap career, making moves in the industry. As for Quilly Gang, also known as the Clappers, they have many more members left, but these are just the most notable ones. As we wrap this up, it's clear that the story of Quilly Gang, their rise, their losses, and the intense streets of Philly they come from is far from over. This isn't just about the music, it's about the deeper battles these young men face, the loyalty, the violence, the choices that shape their futures. It's a cycle that keeps spinning, and for many, it's hard to break free. But one thing's for sure, whether they're on the mic or behind bars, they're making their mark. If you like this, make sure you
they
stay.
ain't making no damn mark. These are a bunch of idiots, bro. Bunch of idiots, bro. Got no guidance, got no type of. I ain't gonna lie, bro. At this point, bro, you can't even make excuses for these idiots anymore, bro. They know what's going on, bro. They see what's going on TV. They see what's going on social media, bro. They know right from wrong, bro. They just choose to do the wrong. So that's their problem, you feel me? So if they end up getting killed, if they end up going to jail, that's all on them. Come on, bro. It's on them, bro. And the cops, system, Philly, y'all failed everybody. Y'all are horrible people, bro. Y'all not solving none of these head murders that's going on, bro. Y'all just letting these dudes just enjoy themselves, making them feel like they can do. Cause y'all, like I said, bro, y'all want to see us kill each other, bro. Y'all don't want to see us stay alive or do better. No. Oh, he killed. We don't gotta worry about that case. He'll be going by next week. That's how y'all be thinking, bro. But again, bro, I hope one day shit change, though, bro. But that's that video, man, y'all. Let me know how y'all boys feel about this video in the comment section, man. Hit that ring roll to find and subs, man. The grind don't stop, never gonna stop. My man.